Hey Aquarius. I'm gonna do a December reading for you guys. I am going to do Celtic Cross. It's an oldie but a goodie, isn't it? And it's so weird. I've already done like 2 signs, and I forgot to bring up like what I'm wearing. People are gonna be like, "What is that?" I'm an Aquarius, and the Aquarius stellium. Okay, I am weird. I love being weird and different. It is what it is. Ain't gonna change me. How do y'all like my silly shirt? It's I got it in 2020 at the first Bigfoot festival in Western Arkansas, I guess. I think one of these guys is from Northwest Arkansas. So that's why it looks kind of rednecky. But, I'm a Texas-Cajun transplant. Last place I lived was Houston. I lived in New Orleans and, all that good stuff. But I like that Bigfoot is a thing here because, when I lived in Houston, I did the ghost tours. I was a ghost tour guide, and it's kind of fun to, get in all that stuff. Why do you think my name is the Paranormal Mystic, right? I have a whole nother channel that is just dedicated towards all things unknown. Not that I put much on it right now, but there's my silly little talk, right? Also, guys, I actually do have a few personal readings put up in my Etsy shop. It's not a lot, but the spreads are really, really good. I feel like in-depth spreads just give so much juicy stuff. Ooh! Some of you guys may also have Scorpio in your chart like me because you have the Death card. So if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, this is not you dealing with one. I mean, you could be, but this is not what this is for because this is you, okay? And then, of course, this is also you. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Wow, that is weird. Yeah, this is strange for me because I'm actually seeing I ended up mixing them up where I twisted what was the crossing in you because I know that was laid down first. That is so weird. Gosh, guys. Okay, so you guys are dealing with kind of weighing the options on if you're wanting to manifest something new or if you guys are wanting to kind of maybe be a little bit sneaky behind the scenes and I don't want to say manipulate. A healthy Aquarius doesn't really manipulate, but we do kind of do a little tango, kind of we know how to navigate manipulation. You know what I'm saying? If we know people are playing us or we know people are up to no good, we kind of are we can kind of chameleonize just enough to kind of watch out for the landmines. I know that sounds weird to some of you that might be cross watchers, but if you have a lot of aqua in your chart, I know you know what I'm talking about. We're pretty quick on our feet when we gotta be. But I think some of you guys are actually doing that because either some plans have been canceled because I have this, but it was like that. So some of you guys have plans that are being canceled, a move that was canceled, or someone that was going to come see you is canceled. It's something didn't work out. Some new plans, some new ideas, not panning out, right? And, oh gosh, you have judgment reversed in the overall outcome. And in the near future, you have the 5 of Cups. I know that y'all, those of you who have already watched my videos and, subscribed, liked, whatever, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I've only been doing this for about a month. But this, y'all know, if I've said it before and you've heard it, it's my spilled milk card, It's just, you're sad, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's something that's said and done. It's something that's happened, You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse in your past. Some of you have probably run into some bouts of really bad luck or flat out deception. Someone who has hurt you and done you wrong. For those of you who are cross-watching, it's probably looking like an Aquarius is definitely going to face the consequences of their actions. You know what I'm saying? With the judgment versus the outcome. And what you were trying to attain is that, which means you're kind of wanting to throw an Aquarius out. If you are the Aquarius, I have a feeling that this is what you're dealing with. You know how you have to reverse things, flip things based on who you are, what resonates. But I do think that some of you Aquas have been dealing with someone, that has actually done you dirty, is what I feel like. Because I mean, if you have, oh God, yeah, if you have this underneath you, that is like somebody who has really done you dirty, okay? Somebody who is actually, is like an enemy, okay? Yeah, it's like you felt like somebody got away with something. Somebody actually won something that they shouldn't have, that hurt you. It's like somebody won something and it hurt you. Somebody got a victory and it caused you pain. And that's what you've been dealing with, you know? And in your hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Swords. I have a feeling some of you might be debating pulling out the bitch. And for those of you who are female Aquas, you know what I'm talking about. Because, like, we are pretty calm and we don't like to fight. We definitely don't want to hurt anyone. We always want what's the highest good for people if we're a good Aqua. It takes a lot to piss us off, but we're loyal to a fault. And when we find out that you're not loyal to us, the bitch will come out. She will, you know. And those of you who are, you know, in your masculine, male, or whatever, you know, I'm sure you feel the same way in your own way, you know. Some of you either hope or fear losing your shit. Some of you are ready. I know, I feel this way about some people. Like, you're ready. It's like, you're hoping, come at me, bitch. Come at me. I'll fucking tell you everything. Like, you're ready. Like, you got the whole thing in your head. Like, you're just ready, you know? But usually your hopes and fears never happen, okay? Some of you are afraid of it. Some of you are afraid of facing the wrath of an Aquarius. Some of you are afraid of facing the wrath of somebody else. Or you're afraid of yourself because you know you're probably going to say something you regret and you can't take back, but you're going to say it anyway. Like, you feel it, right? But honestly, whenever, this is what's nice about the Celtic cross, because oftentimes whatever is in your hopes and fears is what never happens. It's just, it's too imbalanced. It's what we're reaching for or running from. And so it's usually not what happens. So if you're really wanting closure, you're really wanting to tell somebody off, they've probably ghosted you. They're gone, you know? Anyway, and that's why you're in death mode right now. You're in your transformation mode and you've got the judgment reversed. I have a feeling this outcome is like, I mean, it can be a good thing. It can be actually like almost like a rebirth, a renewal of who you are. But what I'm thinking is, I feel like, and this is at the bottom of the deck, guys, okay? And with this being in the near future, I feel like what this is long term, it is a definite ending. I mean, whoever it is that has hurt you, like you are trying to manifest a new future for yourself, but some things haven't panned out and you know it's because of what somebody did to you. And because of it, I have a feeling that, like, you know, you're walking away from this relationship pissed off, and kind of like walking away in a way where they will never, ever be allowed to get close to you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, when an Aquarius actually like draws that line, there ain't no coming back for that. You know, I know some signs, especially water signs and stuff, are infamous for wanting sloppy seconds and going back to old flings and stuff like that. Some fire signs too. I mean, if you're anything like me and a lot of Aquas, once it's over, it's over. It sounds disgusting and gross to go back to someone you're done with, right? Oh yeah. You are in your power. Big time, because I've got the High Priestess in your intuition and the strength. You're holding your strength, you're holding your intuition, You know, for those of you who are female aquas, you are rocking it. Like you are in your groove, okay? Wow, okay, and we've got Five of Swords reversed. So that's not so bad. I mean, it is definitely, it can mean past resentment, but it can also mean open to change. So you're definitely moving on. I want to see, why is the Judgment there? Reverse. What is that about? You know? So we've got the Nine of Coins reversed. Okay. Nine of Wands upright. Test of faith. Somebody fucked you over financially. Like, somebody probably stole from you, sucked you up, drained your resources, caused you to lose a job or a reputation, dragged you down, tried to take away your independence, you know? And, you know, if you are masculine, you can always flip this wherever you want. But the reason why I'm trying to bring up the female aqua in the situation is because even the Nine of Coins reversed is usually a woman, right? It can be anyone. It's just that reversed, that is, and if some of you were aqua men, you probably had a woman that was draining your energy if you're heterosexual, right? Draining your energy, draining your finances, you know, what do you call it? Sucking the life out of you and not giving anything in return. Ugh. Got that on the bottom of the deck, guys. Ooh, wait. Yes, this is crazy because, like, who was it? Aries was going through, definitely, it seemed like a transformation, but they weren't getting any death or tower cards. You've got both. Dang. We got Seven of Coins, too. That is kind of being a little bit impatient. I split the deck just to get one more. Kind of being a little bit impatient, you know, and wanting kind of like like it's hard work, but it's kind of, you know, wanting to see the results. I think some of you guys I think some of y'all are wanting to see this other person who's hurt you. Like, you want to see that something's going to come out of it. You know what I mean? It's like, you can almost like, some of y'all are wanting this person to come back so you can tell them off. Some of you want to see this person pay for what they did, you know, kind of impatient for that. This Tower moment, I think one of the biggest things you're going to have to face is that the transformation is within you. Even if the other person really hurts you, their just desserts is losing you. You know, it's their loss. I mean, losing you is losing everything, you know? Because we have this reversed. So definitely it's a breakup in a love relationship. And it's because of loyalty. You know, you guys were so loyal to a fault, loyal to the death. And this other person just don't got it. They don't know their place. They don't care to. They're stuck. They're not in their power, okay? This other person you're dealing with is not ever going to know their place. They're not ever going to know their power. You know what I'm saying? It's like they walk around as a shadow, a copycat, a poser, okay? They're constantly looking for where they can fit in, but they can't fit in because they're stuck. And they're stuck because they never bother to self-reflect to know who they are. And that's why they can't be loyal to you. And that is why they hurt you. That is why they suck you dry financially, because they're a shadow, they're a shell. They're empty. All they are is a regurgitating mirror who just basically copies other people because they like, oh, that's cool. I want that. You have that. You like that. I want that. You do this. I want to do that. You know, whatever they think other people have makes them happy. And the irony is that I have met an Aquarius like this, okay? I'm an Aquarius and I think people like this are disgusting. But if any of you guys are cross watchers, I have actually met one like this. And he did do me dirty. And he did suck me dry financially. He fucked me over good. And the funny thing is he walked around just like constantly wanting what everyone else had. He was like a second or third decan Aquarius. I'm a first. And I also had a lot of Pisces and Aries in his chart. And he was just off the walls, off the rails, like out of control, okay? Fake. He loves to put on this show like, oh, poor little me. I'm so self-effacing and people love me. I'm a victim. Boo-hoo. And one of those people where they're always a victim, and want everyone else to save them. But then those who come in to save them, because those are those aquas that are in our higher power. We are always going out and being savers and fixers. We're always picking up people, taking care of people, loving on people, and they take advantage of people like us, right? Oh, ugh. Those people are so disgusting. They're so nasty. It's like desperation don't look good on anyone. Don't smell good either, does it? So I am so sorry that y'all are dealing with that. Look at that. No matter how many times I've shuffled this deck, this card won't stop coming up. I'm really wondering, because since this is for the December reading, we're in cap season coming up. I mean, of course, now we have a lot of Sag energy, but it's going to be Cappy energy soon. And, and I have a Capricorn Venus, so thankfully that's supposed to mean my taste gets better when I age. I don't know. But also supposed to mean I look younger as I get older, which is nice. But this, for some reason in the Good Tarot, is one of those good cards I'm not crazy about, because it kind of talks about, like, you have to follow the rules, and I'm following the rules of authority and all this stuff. And I'm like, like, I'm an Aquarius. Like, rules are made to be broken. What? You're seriously telling me to follow? Sorry. And I definitely have an issue with authority. I'm not kidding, you guys. I have an aqua stellium, so it's like, it's not like I rebel in an ugly way. It's just like, it's like if somebody puts too many rules on me, I just like walk away. Just go somewhere else. Like, not even follow your rules. Like, I don't fit in, like, like groups, organizations, and things. They're always like trying to make you, like, say churches, they're all fighting where I live, and they're all like squishing you in a box, and I'm just like, bye. Have fun fighting. Anyway, I got the King of Air for you guys. Yeah, I think some of you guys are definitely going to have to step into your aqua power to get through this, Okay. Hold this up while I read it. Intellectual authority, reason over instinct, intellect over passion, successful negotiations, rules and law. Man, with the Emperor there. That's what I was gonna say, is Cap energy coming. Capricorn is all about law and order, isn't it, guys? It's like, I used to hate having a Cap Venus when I was young. I was like, it's so boring. But like now I love it because I crave stability, which is crazy. Okay, truth is everything. I think before I act. I work the universal laws with clear intention. Do I see how the foundations of the past affect the present and the future? Okay, guys, what I'm really thinking is, first off, even though Aquarius energy is not real great with rules and laws, we are definitely successful negotiators. If anything, we know how to bend rules and laws and make it work for everyone, don't we? And intellectual authority, reason over instinct, intellect over passion. That's also why a lot of people hate us, because we, even as aqua women, can legit compartmentalize emotions like better than most men. Like, it's not that we don't feel, it's just that we are not that mess you want us to be. We can compartmentalize and look at things from a very technical, intellectual standpoint. We can break things down and we just talk intellectually, and we don't realize how many people we piss off and trigger because we're actually like, our emotions are like over here. And we will go look at our emotions when we have our downtime to enjoy them. But when it comes to life, we're logical, Now I know that not every Aquarius has, the same. Depends on what all is in your chart. If you have a lot more fire and water, you may be more reactive or emotional. But overall, Aquarians are thinkers. We function in a very intellectual way. But this is your strength. It's your strength in this situation. And I think, even though you're going through a transformation, you're going through a tower moment, this is not an easy time for you. At the same time, that's the beauty of this, is that you can actually choose to empower yourself by taking a step back from your emotions, because obviously somebody hurt you enough, used you enough to get you in your emotions, and not in a fun way. you're hurt, okay? But you have to be able to step back from those emotions, which should be our strength. But as we all know, our greatest strength can be our greatest weakness. Because if we're really good at compartmentalizing emotions, once someone gets us in our emotions in a negative way, we can be out of sorts, we can be almost disoriented, right? And there are certain manipulators out there who do their best to pull the rug out from under Aquarius by getting us disoriented, by gaslighting, by deflecting, blame shifting, playing the victim so that we can't think straight. And we have to be able to do that. You have to be able to have your time to think and process. That's your big strength right now, okay? And I do think because the cap season coming, keep seeing that Emperor card. I do think a lot of you guys know that you're going to have to tiptoe through this by following some rules and some laws and not getting out of control. You may want to be the little bitch with the sword or whatever, but you know that you can't overdo it. Oh, and I've got this at the bottom of the deck. Guys, that's definitely some things triggering some major strange emotions, which is coming out of your subconscious. I think the person that you're dealing with is a karmic. And this person was kind of brought here not only so that you can face some things in yourself and your shadow self and do some shadow work, but also sometimes our higher self agrees to deal with that karmic person to help them transform. So them losing you might actually trigger them to grow. And that's going to be this judgment right here, okay? This person, if this reading is resonating with you, you will never, ever open up to them again. You're done. But this other person may not get that yet. I think they're probably scared of you right now and have run off and they're not going to come back. But if they are thinking about it, that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for it. So you can tell their ass off, okay? And I think psychically, if they can sense that, they're afraid to come back because they've gotten a little taste of it before. They don't want a taste of it again. Just, enjoy it. I know that that's hard to say because, not all of you guys have the Scorp in you. With me having Scorp in the 12th house, I understand how to transform. I understand how to process the most painful situations ever. If you guys don't know your natal chart, you guys need to learn it. I'm telling you, it is your cosmic thumbprint. It really helps you understand who you are and what your strengths and weaknesses are so that you can get a grasp of how you can navigate the situation, to work out for you. I do want to say, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I did list 2 types of personal readings in my Etsy shop, kind of just tinkering, experimenting, because, I've done personal readings for people that I just knew for fun over the years, but I haven't actually ever sold any professionally, so this is kind of a new thing. But I love doing spreads. Spirit brings me, it's weird, these strange spreads that are so intuitive. And I would like to explore and see how I do with those readings. I'm not really prepared to pay for a website right now, I don't think, because, I need to be doing this for a while first. But one of them is for the new year, and I'm going to be using the Akashic Tarot as the main deck. I may use some other ones too for all 4 seasons, and it'll really help people level up for 2023. And then also I have one for the holiday season, which of course has already begun. For us here in the US, we've already got holidays kicked off as of tomorrow. And of course, by the time you watch this, it'd be in the past, I'm sure. But basically it's kind of like how that reading won't work for everyone. That reading is only going to work for people who have a very active social life and are wondering how they're going to navigate their significant other, family, friends, and their work life. Because as you guys know, those of us here, at least in the US, and I'm sure some of you other countries too, like between Thanksgiving here in the US and Christmas is the most hectic, craziest freaking time of the year. No kidding. It doesn't matter what your religion is or what you believe in. It just is. It just is so crazy. It's the shopping and the parties and the work and it gets insane, okay? And I think sometimes it's the people, it brings out the meanest in people. It brings out the best in people, but it also brings out the meanest in people too. You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta refill my pretty thingy. But it's like I've always noticed you see some of the meanest hypocritical creepers at Christmas time because like you can't go shopping. Everyone is angry. They're literally cars are hitting each other in parking lots and people are yelling at each other and they're fighting on Black Friday for stuff and they're all cuckoo, right? For consumerism. And it's because they love people. I try literally avoiding going out this time of year. I really do. Like, I don't even have any desire to participate in the insane consumerism and the greed and all that bullshit. But whatever. I love y'all and I bless you. Until next time.